Alright everybody, I'm back. We've got this pretty interesting position, a little complicated. I gave it some thought. I thought this square was not a safe square because of my opponent's queen, but as you can see, my queen does support it. This is actually maybe a better position for me than for my opponent. That's to be seen. I have a knight and a bishop. Those are 6 points in total. So that makes up for the one rook I don't have, which is only 5 points. So I'm a point up there, and I'm a pawn, and we're equal on pawn. So technically, as far as material value is concerned, I'm ahead by 1 point. You know what? Second thought. Take that knight. Alright, okay, I'm going to do two things. First, I'm going to take the bishop and give check. He'll most likely capture back with his pawn. Now he has stacked pawns on the c-file. Then I'm going to play this pawn move here. If he moves the knight, which he only has one safe square, I win that bishop. Now the only dangers that are left is this bishop here, but I can come here. Well, actually, taking the bishop forks the queen and the knight. Queen would most likely capture. So let's see how that plays out. Alright, so it looks like there's the potential of playing a very traditional... Oh wait, hang on. Right. So here's the line. You know what, let's just start it over again. So we have this, right? Pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn. Knight does not take knight in this variation. Instead, deflects the knight. Then knight takes knight. Pawn takes knight. And here's the Grunfeld defense. It's a fan favorite of mine. If he makes the mistake of taking the gambited pawn, I capture his pawn with my bishop, give check, and fork his rook. This would be the best way out of that for him, though I can simply castle here and be quite comfortable. Pretty sure I see what he's intending. Ooh, he blundered. Look at that. He made a pretty big blunder there. Just noticed that. Very smart, he saw that coming. But I can still set it up. So now I can still bring my rook down to the 8th rank and give check. Okay. Just as I had thought, this is playing very traditionally here. Okay, good. So here I can pick up that bishop. So the sacrifice was sound. Let's see. What if I do this? So that does create an isolated pawn for me. What if we do it with the knight? I think the same problem is going to happen. Yeah, in this case, he can pick up a pawn. Oh, wait a second. I just noticed something. In this situation, I can pick up his rook. So I'm going to lead with the queen. I think that's kind of what my gut is telling me. Also, I mean, I should note, if he were to take the pawn, I could immediately take the knight that way. Yeah, I would take the knight with the queen. And then I'm eyeing up the rook. You know, he can't do that. So he'd have to come here or here. Where's my move here? I'm gonna try this. If he captures, we rarely see three pawns stacked up. It's usually just double pawns. Let's try that. Alright, I'm gonna give check first. So the king has to move. King has to move here. Then I'm gonna come back here, defend that pawn, because you know, let's say he does this. Actually, that's a good move for him, because then when I come there, he can step up here, but then I can give check again. He might come here, but most likely he'd probably try this, and then I can take that pawn. Oh, he just moved. I'm going to take the queen out, because now he's got stacked pawns. I can play this, he might take that, capture back. That looks like a pretty comfortable position to me. Okay, this guy knows his stuff, that's for sure. Continue to apply pressure on the pinned pieces. A pawn and a knight. Okay, there's that triple stacked pawn I was talking about, stacked pawns. That's interesting, that's a little unexpected. Doesn't really help him too much, I don't think. Though I do see one potential problem. He can push here. And he's kind of causing me all sorts of problems, I do have to admit. He can come there. Let's think about this. Oh, I got an idea. Well, we got a problem here. So, if I do this, he can run this pawn out and I can't stop it. Well, actually, you do see that sometimes, promoting to a knight to give check, but, you know, likely he'll go to the queen. Doesn't look like I'm going to win this at all. You know, I'm going to let him get the queen and maybe I can get a stalemate. I'm going to try to hide behind his pawns. I feel like that might be my best strategy. Oh, here goes my timer. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Got chess club tonight from 5 to 8, so maybe I'll make a video before, or maybe after, or maybe both.